highlight the fact that when you look at climate change, it involves so many other various environmental issues. And I think that's where it becomes confusing, because the issues that are in America and in Europe are not the same issues faced in South Africa. And a lot of it holds no relevance.
When I see this word climate change, I notice a very big and relevant word, change, and I feel like change warrants another change. So what I notice, within the mainstream media, whenever this issue is covered, if you can just take a quick glance at that magazine I see down there, whenever we discuss and deal with the climate change issue, you will see an Obama face, all these states heads and all of those big guys.
We must also be very, very. We must also watch out for this question around climate change is going to become much more sophisticated in terms of. I'm not talking about the climate change denialists, but I'm talking about the corporations that actually use the idea of eco-friendly goods and things like that, to sell it to the population, and we in many ways falling for the joke or for the deception.
And also we tend to copy, as community media, the mainstream media in following these events. So we will hear SABC reporting on the G8 summit that is talking about climate change, and we follow that.
We were discussing about alternative media ways of reporting on climate change and global warming. So we're looking at the shortcomings with the way the mainstream media deals with the issue, showing where maybe they're not addressing issues which affect ordinary people, the working class, the poor. Also showing how they neglect telling us who is the real culprit. In this instance, it's big business and it's government leaders who are putting profit before the needs of the people. I'd like us to do an exercise, maybe, two people. You just discuss among yourselves how you'd do a radio program or write an article in a way which is relevant and in line with the issues we've raised.
Probably pitch it a bit later.
And we must maybe check when everybody is at home.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
This one.
Yeah, but it's putting a language that just excludes people.
Because then it's more irrelevant.
Just from the perspective of, a photographer and a muralist, which is what we do, is that to address this issue for us, I think it would be, again, to highlight the fact that it's community specific. Each environment has its own different set of challenges and its own different set of issues, environmental issues that should be highlighted.
The word climate change is too diverse. But then if you can firstly identify one of the challenges that are more higher in our community, I think it will be a way to start than to keep on talking about the climate change while we know it's too diverse.
So I just want to conclude by saying community radio, I think we all agree, is there to give a voice to the voiceless.
But is it